Hey guys, it's Luis Rubio again. Just wanted to do a quick overview and pointers, a couple of information you guys might like on this 2019 Toyota Tacoma. This one is the specific TRD off-road model, the four-wheel drive. The one that we're looking at, this one is the long bed. This is my personal favorite one. I'm picking a couple of vehicles that we have on our inventory. My personal favorites, the ones that I know most of, the ones that I truly believe are the best bang for your buck. This one, it comes out being one of my favorites. I wouldn't say the only reason why, but one of the main factors is the residual on these trucks. There is no other vehicle, period, whether it's luxury, whether it's inexpensive, whether it can be whatever brand you'd like, that has a better residual than this. The reason why it's so important, of course, it makes for a very inexpensive lease. The money factor, typically Toyota's usually pretty good with these things. The money factor is usually on the higher end for these just because they sell extremely quick. But a quick overview on this truck to why, again, it's one of my favorite pieces. It's a whole lot of things. It's a whole host of things. You can start right away. It does have daytime running lights right up here. That's only on the TRD models and above. Fog lights, of course. I love what they did with the grille. Again, this little part right here. It's a millimeter radar right inside, built inside there. Along with that little sensor right up there, can barely see. It's right up here. That's for your Toyota safety sense. Pre-collision. It does also have lane departure alert. Doesn't have steering assist though. This is the bigger cars. The trucks do not have steering assist. That's only on the vehicles themselves. This one, it does have some 16-inch wheels. It doesn't have the 17-inch wheels like the TRD Sport. It's solely for the off-roading purpose. How can you tell it's off-roady worthy? It's actually got Kevlar sidewall. If you don't know what Kevlar is, do some research on our Army and all that information will pop up. It's as good as it gets. It does have Bilstein shocks inside as well. Again, it's built for off-roading. It'll definitely take some damage before you can even notice something's wrong. Side blinkers on the side. This one does specifically have the technology package, the TP package, so you do have blind spot monitor on the side. This is our window sticker right here. So it is a it's a $39,000 truck because of the technology package. But as I was mentioning in other videos, we're one of the only dealerships that don't do market adjustments, you know, stuff like that. So we don't have a little sticker on the side, on this side or this side, charging you extra for it. Even though this truck does command an extra premium at most places, of course. And you can tell it's a TRD off-road model right away. It does have the black fenders on the side all the way around. And of course, as mentioned, the wheels, they're a little bit different. And you can tell it's the long bed. There's a lot of space in between right there. That's how you can tell it's the long bed. The long bed is 6 foot compared to the 5 foot that's the short bed. Oh, I love that. I just love that. It doesn't just slam down like before. Composite bed. It's actually almost 3 times stronger than steel. Gonna be hard to make some damage onto that. It does have the ring ties all the way on the side, and this is standard for every single Tacoma, guys. It's not just this one, but it's really nice. How can you tell this is a TRD model? TRD models actually come standard with this. It's a 120 volt outlet. You can connect your stuff there, and you know, there's a little space inside there. You can charge your phone and keep it there, you know, do whatever you'd like. So one of the major things that they changed as of 2016, of course, you can tell right away the Tacoma emblem in the back. It still has the lift gate that you can lock. The backup camera's right here. One of my preferred things is this rear bumper. Basically, it's the reason why it's one of my preferred things is they used to come with the whole one piece. So if you were to get into an accident, you'd have to replace the whole thing. Now, as you can tell, it's into pieces. So this is one piece, this is another piece, and then that is another piece over there. This right here is part of that technology package. It's just sensors for the back. All of the V6 Tacomas come standard with a tow hitch, and it's standard with the tow package. Actually, it's not just a tow hitch. So it includes a bigger oil cooler, bigger alternator, trailer sway control, which is huge. If you're towing, you know exactly what I mean. I unfortunately don't tow yet, so that's about it. That's about all I can tell you. As mentioned, the TRD off-road model. Now, one of the big ways you can tell that it's a TRD off-road and not a sport is the hood. It doesn't have the hood scoop, which the hood scoop, it really doesn't do anything. It's just for show anyways. And the reason why I would prefer this one over the TRD Sport is, actually, let me show you. So once you come inside the truck, it does have a smart key, by the way, so it's got a little sensor right there. You can just lock it by pressing that button, and it's got a sensor inside here so you can unlock it. But once you come inside, had this have been the TRD Sport, there's a big old blind spot right there because of the hood. With this one, you don't have that. So I thought that was really nice as well. Feels pretty nice. There's a couple of space for your cups. Of course, the speaker right back down there. These windows, one touch, goes all the way down. It's pretty neat features. A couple of airbags in here. Of course, Toyota's always big on safety, so safety's always there. Once you come inside, one of the great things about, well, another one of the great things about this truck is, this specific model, matter of fact, it has trailer sway control. Actually, correction, I mentioned that earlier. I'm so sorry. It actually has these little buttons right here. So that's your crawl control. On the TRD Sport model, that right there is actually just a sunglass holder. This right here, if you're in a sticky situation, what it does is it takes you out of that sticky situation. It uses the sensors all over the truck, and it drags you out. You can put different settings, whether you're stuck, you know, whether you're just doing four-wheel driving, or if you're actually stuck, you know, you're crawling out. All you would have to do is touch the steering wheel and it takes you out. You don't have to press the gas, anything. Gets all that done for you. So I thought that was really nice. You also have your locking rear diff right up here. Traction control buttons right up there. Of course, your lights, these are just standard lights. They're not LEDs like the Camry was. But auto dimming rearview mirror as well. Once you come down here, this is Toyota's old multimedia. This is Entune. It's not Entune 3.0 like the new ones, but it's just as great. Maybe if you're used to it, you can even say it's better. I was used to this with my 2016 Avalon. There's a bunch of features. You can even rewind live music right over here. It's really nice. You do have Sirius XM, a couple of other places to the only thing it's actually missing is Apple CarPlay. You even have navigation, which is free. There's no need to update. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. Pretty nice. It's got a couple of features. You know, it reads your text messages out loud, your emails if you'd like it to. Connect 5 different phones, so it's pretty nice, easy to use once you get used to it. Moving on down here, of course, it is a push button start right down here. This is for your 4-wheel drive. You can change on 2-wheel drive, 4 low, 4 high. These are the little buttons right here, of course, for your AC settings to defrost the rear windows and other little features right back here. Now, these are relatively easy to use. The ones that surprise me, well, that you actually get with this package is blind spot monitor. So you click that on, as you can see the side, it comes right on. There it is. That actually works with the rear cross traffic alert as well. ECT power. So some people think it's an overdrive button. It's actually not. It's for towing. So when you're towing, you can click that and it basically holds the gears a little bit longer. Parking sensors is right here, and this little button right here, this is something that the Tundra did, but the Tundra lowers down the whole window. You actually push this and it opens this one up right here. Yeah, not quite like the Tundra, but hey, I mean, I'll take it. USB auxiliary, and this is for your Qi wireless charging, so you can set your phone right down here. It'll charge wirelessly as long as it's compatible. I guess most of the bigger things on this truck would come from the suspension, the wheels, the off-road worthiness, the resale value. But this isn't very outdated. It's pretty neat. It has all the things you'll need plus more. Has your miles per hour, fuel tank average, trip, and this is in case the lane departure alert is being used. They'll actually, you know, tell you to take a rest. For your navigations on there, your radio controls. This is for your dynamic radar cruise control. So you click this little button right over here. So now it says radar ready. So for instance, you're going 70 miles an hour, you set it, you press the little set button. So now we'll say 70 miles an hour. You can click your car lengths you'd like between you and the vehicle in front of you. So it's 3, 2, or 1. I typically always do 1 just because with Toyota, it gives you about a car length. So people can cut you off if they really want to, but it'll maintain the speed and it'll keep that distance from you and the car in front of you. If they start slowing down, this car will start slowing down as well. So it's really nice in case you ever do some long hauls, which on this truck, the average miles per gallon that you should be getting is 22, 23 on the highway, about 18 in the city. Not too bad, about 20 combined, but for the truck you get, it's definitely, it's right up there with all the rest of the trucks. So as mentioned, there's some buttons here, controls different things. Oh, this is actually for this truck only, your roll pitch, your approximate angles. So that's only on this specific model right here. Of course, other settings. I know my gas is empty, guys. You know, guys don't have to tell me. So there's some settings right up there. Oh, you got a couple of other buttons down here. This controls your cargo light and the back. This is for your outlet that I was referring to earlier, that's in your bed as well. This one also has that automatic high beams that the Camry has, so you can click that button and it'll tell you up here when it's on. So even if you have your high beams on, pressed forward, they're not going to turn on just because it reflects the sunlight. So once the car passes you, or you pass the car that's in front of you already, they'll turn back on. So it's got a couple of options. Horn, for all that it may matter, sounds pretty nice. Scared a couple of the birds away. Yeah, so this is a 6-speed transmission. This is a 6-speed transmission. It's an improvement from the year before that. It was a 5-speed. This, I believe, has a lot to do with why the truck feels very slow at first. If you've ever test driven a vehicle, something that Toyota's been doing for, I mean, the last couple of years now, officially, you drive a vehicle and they feel very slow. They feel very sluggish. They feel like they do not have the power. Well, keep in mind, this truck has 278 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. It tows almost 7,000 pounds. It's about 6,500 pounds for this model, but so it definitely has a lot of power there. It's just the transmission, it's a fuzzy transmission. One of the things maybe your salesperson won't tell you is that it's got about 1,000-mile braking period. It's not a braking period. It just, the transmission gets used to your driving habits. So it'll take a little bit. After that, you'll notice, you know, it becomes a little bit quicker, but your power starts at about 3,500 RPM. So once you get to about that RPM, that's when you'll actually feel the power on the truck. Either way, there's a couple of options over here. One of the things that they did change is that they put the handbrake right here. They didn't put it over on the left side where they used to have it. It makes it a little bit easier, really does. You can tell the space in the truck, it's really nice. There's a pretty decent amount of space. The thing that I personally do not like, but it's the same thing for every other Tacoma, is that it doesn't have a power drive. Matter of fact, you can't even move this up or down. All it goes is forward, back, and you can recline this back seat. It does have a tilt and telescopic steering wheel, so you can move it around. As you can see right away, the steering wheel looks extremely beefy. It feels great on your hand. It makes you feel like you're in control of the truck. If you come back here, it's not a lot to say. The room, it's not all that great. It is a, you know, it's a mid-sized truck, but you do have airbag here as well. You do have a couple cup holders. One of the main things that people forget about these Tacoma trucks is that you can actually fold these forward and fold that forward. You have some storage space here. You also have, on the opposite side, you have all your jacks and stuff like that in case you wanted to, you know, change your tire. So you put this right in here. And this is just courtesy for the next person. You know, when you slam this down, then it'll get stuck in there. That way, now it won't be stuck. But speaking of which, you can actually do this, and you can fold this forward by pulling this down here. You can actually fold all the way. Sorry, the headrest is on there, but you can tell it's plastic, so it's very good if you have pets. You know, you don't want them to scratch up the back seat. Pretty nice. Child anchor locks are right there as well. Safety, again, it's one of the most important things with Toyota, if not the most important things. So it's got some space. It's one of my favorite trucks. One of the reasons why I would choose this over any other truck in the market, it's simple, guys. If you're doing research onto which type of truck you'd like to buy, I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, half the times you might not buy the correct truck. So what I always tell my customers when they come in is, hey, you know what, I'll take care of you. There's no way around it. But one of the reasons why I would tell them, hey, buy the Tacoma over any other truck, it's because of the resale value, guys. You buy this truck, you do not like it after a year, 2 years, depending on how you finance your payments and stuff like that, you probably have positive equity. You can turn around and sell this truck and maybe even still make some money. Depends. So, you know, even if this one is a mistake, you don't lose money. Whereas if you buy the other truck, you'll probably end up losing an arm and a leg. Either way, I just wanted to give you guys a quick show around on the truck so you guys can see exactly what the features are, the buttons, the pros and cons about buying something like this. If I was to buy a Tacoma, this is the exact configuration truck that I would get. Again, I was working some numbers for myself on a lease. If you have questions regarding leasing and financing, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to address them. With Toyota, it's extremely smart. Just because, again, the resell, the money factor, and Toyota's a huge company, so they only charge you 15 cents per mile that you go over, or 10 cents per mile up front, in my region at least, in Northern California. So I would definitely opt out for this truck, hands down, any day. And there's a couple of other pros to why get a truck like this. Again, it's this color. This one is the cement color. This is one of the most, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, coveted colors. People love this color. It sells extremely well. So again, it'll help you with the resale value, you know, years down the road when you're looking to sell the vehicle. Again, it's a long bed as well. So long bed, to me, I'm huge on wheelbase. Wheelbase gives you a better ride quality. The longer the wheelbase, the better the ride quality. Some of you guys may say, why get a TRD off-road if you're not going to do much off-roading? Well, I might do some off-roading, but unless you're doing some crazy off-roading, the departure angles on this truck are great. It's got of course, the four-wheel drive system, the 4x4, not four-wheel drive. It's got a locking rear differential, so this wouldn't leave you stuck. I mean, unless you're doing some really hardcore off-roading. I want the long bed. Again, it helps with resale value, way better ride quality. It makes it feel a lot longer, so parking will be a little bit more difficult, but it's a mid-sized truck, so, you know, it'd be more difficult to park in a full-size, you know, Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado or something. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to share a couple of my thoughts on this truck. I hope you guys you know, enjoyed the video. If there's something I can do for you guys, all my information will be down low. Again, Luis Rubio here, just doing a quick review on the 2019 TRD off-road four-wheel drive Tacoma cement exterior long bed. Again, if I was to purchase a vehicle like this, this would be the exact truck I get, or white. I like white. You can't go wrong with white. Enjoy, guys. Thanks.